We're back, guys. Sorry I missed last week. Been busy remodeling and stuff, but we're back this week. So we're going to do a special today on the Stranger gene. And right here, down here, we have a pastel Stranger female. And really like this gene. I see a lot of potential in it. And I'm looking forward to working with it and getting her big. The nice bonus thing about her, she's 66% het clown and 66% het hypo. So later on, I'm going to breed this thing to one of my clown hypos and try to prove it out. And regardless, I should be making some Strangers double hets at the very least. And if I'm very lucky, I can make some Stranger clown ghosts, which would be over the top, top notch, really killer stuff. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. But it's just going to take time to get it up to size anyways. But I'm looking forward to working with it. And if it proves out, like I said, I'll be over the top happy. All right, so the Stranger gene, if you don't know anything about the Stranger, it does a lot of fading things out. See over the top of the back and the saddles, how it's just all washed out like somebody took an eraser and just erased big sections of this animal? That's what the Stranger gene does. It does a lot of that, where it looks like it's all missing pattern and stuff. It also has a lot of highlight black stuff, like a lot of black tone around the alien heads. See how it really accents everything? And it's a really dark black, which gives it a 3D look. And also, the Stranger gene also stretches pattern out with the alien heads. If you look at some of the alien heads, see how skinny it gets? And pulled out a normal alien head, I like Mojaves or this or that, whatever. A lot of times on most of the ball python genes, they're not all pulled down like this, all the way down to the belly. Some are not. But this, with the Stranger gene, it does it big time. A lot of that stuff. Also, I also believe that there's a tie with the Amore, which is pretty much a lot like the Monsoon. There's a tie-in with the Strangers. Not all Strangers are going to have Amore or be het Amore, but I do believe that some carry that gene. And if you know what to look for and you put them together, because it's a recessive, you might get very lucky. But we'll see in the future how that all pans out. It's just my thoughts on it. But yeah, so I'm very excited working with this animal. I've been wanting to work with this gene for a while, and now I finally got it. So this is a pastel Stranger, 66% het for clown and hypo. All right, let me show you another one, guys. This is pretty cool. Now this is the next stage of the whole thing. Okay? So this unbelievable little sucker here is a pastel Stranger clown. And this also is a pas het for hypo. So it's pretty exciting. Now you see how the alien heads are really skinny? Do you see this, Kenny? See how those alien heads are just way different than most alien heads you see on most snakes? How it's really pulled tall and long. Like, look at these patterns. Stretched super skinny and super long. That is a big, big marker for the Stranger stuff. And like the washed out look too, you know.
It's a lot trippier than I thought it would be.
It's neat, right?
Yeah, it's interesting. Having to go almost all the way to the spine.
Yeah, and it goes right over it. And you see how the belly gets really light? And see how that pattern almost always goes to the belly?
Yeah, show me the side of him.
Okay.
That's crazy.
It's really neat, right? It's just a lot of potential there.
It's wild.
Yep. Here's another side of it. So me and my buddy Art Zuros is doing this project together. It's his snake. And he knows I have a really nice...
Clowns.
Yeah, well, no, I have a clown that's a hypo, and we want to prove it out together. And we're just good buddies, and we're having a little fun. This is a little fun, you know. This is the nice thing about reptiles is if you got some good friends, you can do some things together. You just got to make sure whoever you have fun with is very clean. And Art's a very clean guy. He nidal tests every animal he's ever taken in, so that's the only reason I deal with him as far as doing projects together. He's a clean guy. So that is that. I'm going to show you another one. 1 second, guys. All right, now this last one is a male, and it's a breeder. I've been breeding it this season. He's finally figured out what he's doing. I got some size on him, and I'm doing this with a buddy. And this animal right here is a pastel stranger butter Jedi. And you can see the butter coloration, because I showed you the other ones first so you can see how it layered. And the butter really lightened it up. Because see how the other ones were really dark? With the alien heads with all the black around them, the butter really lightened it up and changed the animal's appearance. I don't hate the butter, but I'd rather make combos without it. I think it has more pop. So eventually I'm going to try to work the butter out of this.
Right there in the middle, that's probably where you can see that it's Stranger the best, and how those alien heads right there
Right
are
here.
pulling all the way up.
Yep.
They start off skinny and they're going all the way up.
Yeah, and the butter, you can see the striping going down the spine. That's coming from the butter. Okay? And the Jedi is a little tougher to see on this animal because of the butter, but it's got a certain look, and it's hard to really explain unless you know a lot about Jedi, but it's got a certain feel and look to it that you can tell is Jedi. But I'm not like a Jedi expert, you know what I mean?
You know, Jedi Master.
No, I'm not Yoda. But my buddy Art is, and he could see it in the animal. I can see it a little bit, but on different animals that I have that are Jedi, I can explain it easier, but this one's a little tougher. It's the butter doing that, you know what I mean? If it had no butter in there, the Jedi would be really black. Because Jedi puts a lot of black around the alien heads, and like that other stranger I showed you guys, it should have made the animal really crazy. But and like I said, it's not a bad looking animal. It's beautiful. It's just I want to work the butter out.
Well, actually, do it like that. When you were pulling it like that, you could really see those alien heads pulling up.
Yes.
Yeah, especially on that tail. Look at that tail.
Yep.
Show me that tail.
The stranger, that's the stranger tail.
Yeah.
Those dots. You can see that really easy, you know? The tail really, yeah, like you said, opened it up where you can see actually more stranger there.
Oh, yeah.
And the sides you can see it too. I mean, you can see how it's pulling down in the skinnier alien heads. So,
What are you going to do with this snake?
well, obviously I'm going to put it to clown because a lot of Roland was the creator of this gene for the stranger. And he's from the Netherlands. And he created this gene, and he had it originally in clown. He put it into clown when he was working the project. And a lot of his original strangers had clown in it, and they proved out. Not all of them do now, but it got watered down a little bit, but some still do. So I'm going to give it a try, and I'm putting it to, I think it's a spot-nosed clown. Right now, I bred it to a blackhead heterotic xanthic. No, blackhead gargoyle. Yeah, right. She's a blackhead heterotic xanthic cinnamon, and she's almost gravid. She's halfway there to this. So that's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Blackhead, het red, cinnamon, butter, Jedi, stranger. I mean, this is going to be, it's going to be insane. It's going to be so many different things going on.
But you're doing that because of how you think the blackhead's going to interact with the Jedi and the stranger, right?
Yes, I really want to see a blackhead stranger by itself. Then I like to see a blackhead stranger, cinnamon, and stuff like that. I want to see it with all the stuff. The only thing I want out of it is the butter. And you know, I'm not trying to be rude. Some people might like the butter. I just think it has more potential and more power and darker contrast without the butter. That's just me. But either which way, it's still a nice animal, like I said. So that's a little bit about the stranger, and I'm starting to work with it, and I'm enjoying it. And I'm glad I'm back to talk to you guys and see you. Please like and share and subscribe. Tell a buddy, because we're a damn cool show. All right, talk to you later.